From humble beginnings to a billion-dollar empire, this is the captivating story of Nike. A journey marked by triumph, fueled by innovation, and driven by athletes who sparked a revolution with a perfect blend of style and performance. The iconic swoosh became more than a logo, it became a symbol of aspiration. Through the mantra, "Just do it," Nike not only inspired action, but also left an indelible mark on the global stage. From local communities to worldwide influence, this is more than a legacy. It's a testament to the unifying power of sport. Join us as we explore the evolution from a dream to a billion-dollar reality. This is Nike's extraordinary story. The biggest and most well-known sportswear manufacturer in the world is Nike. A single man's desire for better shoes led to the creation of a global business in less than 50 years that is now worth over $100 billion. Today, we're going back in time to the beginning of Nike to discover the secrets of their success and how that magic transpired. First, let's have an overview of Mr. Phil. In the annals of entrepreneurship, the name Phil Knight shines as a beacon of innovation and audacity. Knight's life as the co-founder of Nike is a testament to the power of vision and tenacity. Knight's journey began with a simple idea and a passion for athletics. Armed with a degree in business administration and a Stanford MBA, he embarked on a venture that would forever change the world of sportswear. In 1964, he co-founded Blue Ribbon Sports, a modest startup that aimed to import high-quality sneakers from Japan. Little did the world know that this endeavor would evolve into the global powerhouse known as Nike. What set Knight apart was his unwavering commitment to excellence. He recognized the untapped potential of combining performance-driven footwear with cutting-edge design. With relentless determination, he collaborated with legendary coach Bill Bowerman to develop innovative, game-changing footwear. Now let's lend our ears to unravel the fascinating narrative that underpins the remarkable success story of Mr. Phil Knight. In 1962, Phil Knight had recently received his Stanford degree. Any business graduate will tell you that it's challenging to start your own business if you don't have any solid ideas, but Phil did. He used to run long distances in college, and in one of his business classes, he had prepared an essay outlining the following concept. Phil pondered whether Japanese shoes could dethrone Puma and Adidas, which were at the time hugely popular in America, in the same way that Japanese cameras had replaced the dominant German cameras in the US market. After finishing the paper and receiving his diploma, Phil developed an obsession with the notion of exporting Japanese shoes to the United States. He didn't, of course, possess any Japanese running shoes, and the few that he had seen had been brought to the United States by troops stationed in Japan during the occupation following World War II. But Phil was encouraged that he had stumbled across a fantastic opportunity because of this lack of exposure. He was aware that in order to benefit from it, he would need to make contact with the Japanese corporation and negotiate the import of their products into America, both of which required skills he had no prior knowledge of. But he just went ahead and did it, as was only proper for the man who would later develop Nike. Now let's discover what Japan has prepared for him. He arrived in Japan via plane in November 1962 and immediately began exploring. He came into a shoe shop in the lovely city of Kobe that struck his eye. It belonged to the Onitsuka Tiger Corporation, and the shoes they produced were of an exceptionally high standard for their time, to the point where Phil was determined to import them back home. He set up a meeting with the company's founder by posing as an American distributor of shoes. To his astonishment, the owner really accepted Phil's offer to become Onitsuka's distributor in America after he immediately came up with a firm name. With little more than his self-assurance, Phil had succeeded in securing Onitsuka Tiger's position as the country's exclusive distributor. In 1963, he received his first delivery of 12 pairs of Tiger shoes, and he immediately began hawking them at any running track he could get to out of the back of his automobile. His plan was obviously unworkable, so he turned to Bill Bowerman, his former coach at the University of Oregon, who was the only person he knew who knew more about running shoes than he did. Bill was at the time unquestionably among the best-known coaches in America. He had, in fact, worked with numerous Olympians. He wanted to partner up because he loved the Tiger shoes so much. Bill and Phil invested $500 apiece in the incorporation of Blue Ribbon Sports in January 1964. They used all of that cash on their initial order, which included 300 pairs of shoes at a cost of $3.33 per pair. Do you know what was on mind at that time? It was just do it. Due to Bill's contacts, the shipment arrived in April 1964 and it was completely sold out by July. BRS sold $8,000 worth of shoes in their first year, and Phil used the cash to begin hiring salespeople for his business. Their income had climbed to $20,000 by 1965, and not long after that, they established their own business in Santa Monica. BRS becomes Nike. Phil and Bill understood that in order to grow, they would have to go beyond being straightforward distributors. They then understood that they were in complete control. As Bowerman had designed the Cortez, they were free to begin producing it for their own use as soon as their contract with Onitsuka ended. Fortunately for them, their agreement would expire in 1972, just in time for the Munich Olympics. Phil had plenty of time to plan his major move as a result. He began working on the branding in 1971. The brand name Nike was proposed by his first worker as a tribute to the Greek goddess of victory. After that, Phil realized he needed a logo, so he went to a nearby institution, grabbed the first graphic design student he could find, and instructed her to create one. For the impressive sum of $35, he got this, the swoosh. In retrospect, that money was well spent, and Phil was now prepared for the Olympics with his new branding. This time, Phil built a network of subcontractors throughout Japan, rather than securing exclusive contracts. Phil could finally expand his wings once he had production under his control. Sales also increased when Phil began importing shoes from his Japanese suppliers. And indeed, he began working before his 1971 contract ever came to an end. After that, Nike's history was one of expansion. From a dream to a billion-dollar reality, Nike a journey of triumph. Innovation that changed the game. Athletes ignited the spark. Style meets performance. The iconic swoosh. Inspiring just do it. Global influence, local impact. Uniting through sport. This is Nike's legacy. As we wrap up this incredible journey through Nike's billion-dollar success story, one thing is abundantly clear. Greatness is not just achieved, it's earned through relentless innovation, unwavering dedication, and the power of a dream. Nike's legacy resonates not only in the world of sport and fashion, but also as a symbol of inspiration for those who dare to push the boundaries of what's possible. So remember, the next time you see that iconic swoosh or hear the rallying cry of "just do it," know that behind it lies a story of triumph, unity, and the indomitable spirit that propels us all forward. Thank you for joining us on this exhilarating ride, and as always, keep striving for greatness. This is Nike's legacy, and it's far from over. Do like, share, and subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell icon so that you don't miss any updates from us. Until we meet again, goodbye.